DLC got announced, more delays, and we're going to take a look at the 2020 gaming calendar. The pharmacy is now open.
You are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and know-how.
I like it.
Thanks, man.
Approve.
I've been listening. It's sad to say, I've been listening to our podcast lately.
Oh, cool.
And I always every single time I come on, I have a different way I do the intro. So in my head, I'm I had to come up with new ways every single week
to do
the intro.
Or there'll be trouble.
What are you gonna do?
You should do a supercut of all those. Just the part where you make weird noises though. Just cut all those together.
When we get to episode 150, I'll do that. Then I'll have enough in the, you know what I'm saying?
I think you're there, man. Yeah. You've been doing this a while.
Wow, thanks, buddy.
You've been solo introlo for a while.
Solo introlo.
Probably about 25 episodes.
Something like that. That's a good supercut.
Hey, Zach.
Hey,
Brittin.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks, man.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to you too.
Wow. You too.
Yeah, Bono's here. The Edge is here. They're on the couch.
That's a great band.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here.
Wow, you nailed it. Is that really Bono?
That's Bono.
Dude, I closed my eyes and he's here in front of me.
I'm Bono.
He's a part of the Goo Goo Dolls, right?
Yeah.
Cool. 1999.
That's the one.
That's not where my head went.
Where'd your head go?
Welcome to U2, like TOO, the word. And it's kind of like a play on, not U2, not letter U, number 2 is U2.
Uh-huh.
Like Y-O-U, two
U as
I said two
You as well.
Scott, I knew exactly what you meant, so nobody laughed at that man, all right?
It's too late. He's hilarious.
What a good play on words for a podcast.
Dude.
You're going to have to workshop that one and come up with a good title.
Yeah.
There's plenty of content there for you, though.
Oh, jeez. That's funny.
Guys, welcome to Video Game Pharmacy.
Well, we talk about video games, not just Bono.
Yeah.
And Goo Goo Dolls.
It's mostly Bono.
And the Goo Goo Dolls, yeah, of
Goo Goo
course.
Dolls.
2000.
How did that become a running show?
We haven't added them yet. We got to do that.
What?
Somehow the Goo Goo Dolls is a meme on this show, and they need to be aware of it. So got to get a hold of them on Twitter and tell them.
Tweeted them.
They're active on Twitter.
Are they still alive?
Dude, come on. They're touring like crazy. They just released an album.
I don't know.
They're still great.
The only thing I know is that the Goo Goo Dolls came out in the 1800s, so
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Just like Nintendo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It all adds up.
I'm glad that this is where we're starting off the show.
It's true.
Yeah. This is a good
Where do you want to start off the show?
Where do I want to start off?
We're going to start with trivia.
Okay. Yes. Good idea.
Yeah.
Like we normally do.
Hit me with that hard question.
Do you guys remember what you said last week or what you answered?
Can you remind us what the question was?
Yeah, can you tell us?
I asked you, I gave you kind of like a hint. I asked you what was the very first video game lawsuit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Or first major one at least.
That's
and
right.
what were the entities and what year it was.
Okay. Yeah.
I know Scott said something about EA.
I'm out of this race,
because he hates EA like
everyone. Brittin said something about Nintendo.
I said Nintendo versus Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been like 79 or 80, something like that.
So the answer is Magnavox Odyssey versus Atari.
Really?
Over Pong.
Really?
Yeah, in 1972.
Interesting. Because the Odyssey was literally the first video game console.
Yeah.
And Atari, what they made a bootleg version of Pong or something?
They basically did. So the co-founder of Magnavox Odyssey went on to found Atari. He saw.
Is that Nolan Bushnell?
Yeah.
Is that who we're talking about? Yeah. Okay.
So he saw Pong in a retailer and went on to make his own version of it.
Okay.
And then they settled outside of court.
You know what's funny about that? At some point, tons of different companies were making their own iterations of Pong. I wonder if the determination of that lawsuit is what allowed a bunch of other companies to make the same game and their own hardware without any repercussion, because they were everywhere at one point.
Basically set a standard, or these are the ground rules for making a game.
Yeah, because games were not, I guess, maybe protected. IP at that point, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe books and film can be.
It was free game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Get
It had to be established.
Free game.
Good one.
Thanks, man.
Real good one.
Wow, thanks.
That was fun, Zach.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I thought it was really good. I want to take it into a different direction.
I like it. See, we learned something.
What did we learn?
That's what we do here. We learned about the first major lawsuit.
What was it
video
again? I
game
wasn't paying
industry.
attention.
That's messed up.
My bad. My bad.
I liked it anyway.
Hey guys, guess what?
Hey.
We have very little news, so I feel like we should do what we don't normally do and get started off really early with it.
Okay, just knock the news out, and then we'll go on to the main event, which is games of 2020.
I have no idea what the main event is.
I know. He said main event. I was like,
we're going to go through the release calendar.
What's the main event?
That's a pretty big deal, right? Oh, you guys didn't plan anything? Dang it.
You know the huge.
When do we?
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's shoot through this news real quick and then see what time we got.
Yeah, dude, hit me with, as the Goo Goo Doll said, your best shot.
Pat Benatar.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to correct you every once in a while.
I don't know who that is.
We got another delay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
This one hit.
Wow.
So at the end of the show last week, we were talking about a couple delays. Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Avengers, Square's Avengers. And right when we finished recording, Scott looks at his phone and he's like, dang it, I can't believe I missed this. It just happened. And we got probably the worst delay of them all and the most substantial delay of them all.
Yeah.
All happened in the same day.
I know.
Or close to it.
We were just like, it was like 20 minutes after we recorded. I was like, dang it, guys.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Time to go throw a little edit back in.
And Zach, this one hits close to home for you, I think, right?
It does, yeah.
Cyberpunk got delayed.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
And this is
bummer.
substantial. It got delayed from May, I think, all the way back to like
September 17th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so far back, dude.
That's a big
It's
delay.
probably the fourth delay.
Do you think it'll be worth it?
I hope so. I mean, I'd rather, even though it sucks so much as I want the game, I'd rather have them delayed than get something like Anthem.
Do you think that they did it because they wanted to have it more close, like not just to polish it up, but also have it closer to the holiday season?
I'd be surprised if they did it for that reason because there's something to be said for releasing at a time when there's not much competition out there.
Yeah.
Rockstar will typically target like end of spring, early summer, May, June, July, something like that with their big games, and they do fine. That's Rockstar.
That's because all the high school kids who want to play GTA and have virtual intercourse, if you will.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, my
real
bad.
Blue.
That's a gray area right there.
That's true.
Then they can all buy it.
I wonder though if Cyberpunk will really hit because it doesn't have like a namesake, you know?
Yeah.
Some gamers will associate with The Witcher, but will everyone that sees it on the shelf know the pedigree behind it? Or is it going to release and the mass market's going to be like, well, what's this? This is weird. I've never heard of this franchise before. It's going to be interesting to watch. See what happens
Cyberpunk?
with it.
Was there a Cyberpunk before this one?
No. I think it may be an existing property in like graphic novels or something like that. I don't know for sure.
Something of the sort.
The tone, the setting obviously exists.
And Keanu
what do they
was in
call?
it?
No.
Oh.
What do they call the setting? Is Cyberpunk
it's
like?
literally Cyberpunk.
It's
Yeah.
such a literal name.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they're going for like the Blade Runner type feel. It's been done before, but not in a big, expansive RPG style game. So I think it'll be. I think it's going to be a good game, and I think people are going to love it. I just wonder if it's going to excel right out of the gate because it's kind of an unknown quantity.
I mean, because before this, what other big IPs were we like waiting on? Because like the 10-year long production type IPs.
Yeah. No, HalfLife. We'll talk about that a little later.
What's the other one? Shadow.
What's it called?
Shadow.
The Last Guardian.
Oh, yeah.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's some prolific examples of this. This is nowhere near that, though. This has been like from announcement to release, if they hit this date that they just pushed it back to like 3 years or 4 years,
It'd be
something like
4
that.
years,
Yeah. So we're not talking about a decade like we are with some of these.
Yeah, but I'd rather have them delay the game than
Of course. The rumor has it they're having they don't have it running the way they want it to run on current gen consoles. On not the One and not the X and the PS4 Pro, just the standard versions of those consoles. I think they're not getting it to run the way they want it to. So
I mean, they could
and that's a big part of the market. So they got to focus on that and
they could also be trying to like get it nice and pretty for the new consoles.
Yeah, see, that's a thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were hitting at that at all, Zach, when you mentioned pushing it toward holidays, but there are new consoles coming out. So,
whoa! First of all, I said that. Thank you very much.
Well, he mentioned later in the year. He mentioned holidays. So. Yeah.
I mentioned
you're both
that.
very astute. I appreciate that.
Thanks for taking it from me.
Stop it.
So
I'm sorry.
y'all don't think that we're gonna get a early release of like a console? You think it's gonna be like November?
Yeah.
October, November.
It always is.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised.
It's to coincide with Christmas.
I mean, Switch came out in March, but Nintendo does whatever the heck Nintendo wants to do.
Yeah, very true.
The other guys usually play by the rule book.
Nintendo's just like, you know what? We're gonna do something different.
Yeah.
And then they do, and
sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it explodes. Sometimes it explodes in their face.
There's also the DLC that they've been, or sorry, not DLC, the multiplayer in Cyberpunk that they've been talking about.
Ooh.
Have you guys heard anything about this?
I know basically nothing about it.
All I know, it's not going to be ready at launch, and some people have it as far back as like 2021 until we're going to actually see that hit and be part of the game.
Wow, so it is
maybe
like
it's like
GTA.
like a GTA Online situation.
But I mean, GTA Online became really, really successful at the same time.
It took time, and same with Red Dead. I think Red Dead's actually a thing now that people really enjoy.
Yeah,
it took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
So that's I don't see that really being a part of this delay though. The online component.
No, because they always work on it behind the scenes after the launch.
Yeah, finish your game after launch. That's how we do it these days. So cynical. Okay. Anything else about Cyberpunk, you guys?
No.
Nah.
We all good to go?
I just can't wait. I don't want to think about it until September.
Okay.
So when it's here,
I don't want to think about it.
Some prolific DLC just got announced.
Yes.
A couple things. I didn't really get into this, so I don't know the details, but there's a new DLC pack coming to Fire Emblem, and it looks like substantial story content with new characters.
Yeah.
That's Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Did you watch the trailer at all?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay.
It looks really nice.
What I gathered from it was like basically like I'm trying to remember.
It takes place like under the monastery, I think.
Yeah.
It's a place where you spend some time during the main campaign of the game.
It's like an extra class that like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's a fourth house, isn't it?
Fourth house.
There's like a secret fourth house of Garreg Mach. Yeah, that should be cool. It's so hard to jump back into a Fire Emblem game though after you've stepped away from it.
I know,
because you have all your specific units and they're all built a certain way that you have them, and to walk away for months and then come back and jump right back in with them, that's a big ask. But maybe you're starting from scratch with a new house or new set of units. I don't know, so it could be approachable.
It's tough.
Yeah, a lot of games are like that.
Back in.
But that game particularly, there's just so much going on. It'd be hard to jump right back into.
Yeah.
And then arguably a bigger deal is they just announced Smash Bros. Fighter Pass Volume 2.
That's crazy to me.
Right.
Yeah.
So they just wrapped Volume 1, or they're about to. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses hits later this month. And he'll be the last of the first 5 character pack. She or he. You can play as either.
She.
Yeah. And then hot off the heels of that, they announced a whole new fighter pass with 6 fighters.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about this, it's a 2-year window. So this pass is going to take place over all the way to the end of 2022, basically. So it's a long window. We're looking at maybe 3 a year, depending on how they hit this. Yeah. Although there were periods of time with the first fighter pass where we went months with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of their way of saying we're not going to make another Smash Brothers anytime soon.
Yeah.
So we'll give you...
And why would they?
We'll give you a little taste of little things here and there.
Yeah.
What I found really weird is that they said that the first Battle Pass is going to be all third-party stuff.
Yeah.
But Byleth isn't.
I know. I guess they just changed their mind partway through.
I guess.
So that's a thing.
So
maybe they
Goku
shuffled
and Smash.
Maybe they shuffled something from the next pass into this pass and swapped them around. I don't know. Goku has to be in that game.
Yeah, you think Goku has to be in
He's
Smash?
the most natural fit of all these characters we've been talking about over the years.
I think Goku, besides things like Sonic that could actually make it in the game, I think Goku is probably one of the most requested fighters of all time in any Smash game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides like the normal ones that you would think of, like, Sonic and like Ridley was also a really big one, like as a meme, but realistically,
the Wah
the
Wah
could happen.
The Wah could still happen.
He could happen. But we'll see. I'm I'm excited. I like Smash, and I like seeing all the new characters.
Oh, it's always fun.
Please
seeing
give me a
trailer.
Banjo-Kazooie remake.
That gives us like a character reveal for every direct for the next couple of years. Probably, basically, is what we're looking at.
Let's do it.
And I'm all for it. We do have a rumor about potentially the first DLC character.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
No.
It's actually it's maybe substantial because it comes from the same leaker that leaked Byleth as a DLC character.
Yeah.
And
how would they know though?
It doesn't excite me that much, but let's see how you feel about it.
Okay, I'm opening the link. Hang on.
I'll just tell you.
Oh.
Because I don't think there's a link here for that piece of information.
Okay.
It's Crash.
Crash Bandicoot?
Crash Bandicoot, yeah.
Please spare me.
What does he do? He spins.
Yeah.
Does he have any other cool moves?
No.
Maybe
he's iconic. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Maybe one of his things is tossing a box.
Yeah, he might throw a crate at you.
Great.
That's exciting.
No,
he was the face of PlayStation for a while. He's a very notable character. He's just not very interesting to me.
No.
He's also the early Naughty Dog, and Naughty Dog's a huge part of the industry. So there's reasons maybe. Give us Nathan Drake instead. Why not? If you're going Naughty Dog, just pull out the big guns.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be funny to have Solid Snake and Nathan Drake fight it out.
Totally. I mean, but before having characters like Snake in the game, I would have said, why would you ever have a realistic looking human character in this game?
Yeah.
And they did Snake. So
and it worked well.
It worked fine. So anything goes, really.
Yeah.
There was talk at one point of characters from Resident Evil, Chris Redfield being in it. I don't know. But now we can speculate for another 2 years because there's a whole bunch of unannounced characters coming our way.
Give me some characters that you would like to see in Smash.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I know.
We've done this before.
Have we?
Yeah.
Well, it's time to do it again.
You should have warned me.
Oh, my bad. I honestly didn't think about it until this moment.
Because I have answers ready and then I forget them. How about you?
Third-party stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Goku would be really cool to see.
Yes, for sure.
I think having another Sonic character like Knuckles or something would be cool. I know he's an assist trophy. Please, no.
Let's not do that.
Give us the wah.
Just give us the wah.
Give us the wah.
He needs a tennis racket.
That's
He's
all
going
he
to
needs.
stamp his feet.
I'm still saying.
Twirl his mustache.
I think it'd be really cool to have him have just fighting going on. I can see the trailer now. If you're listening, Nintendo, feel free to take this idea. Give me credit, though.
Do it.
So the fighters are fighting in the background, and then spawns a little assist trophy right there.
Yep.
And no one's picking it up, and the battlings continue, and then it starts to shake and shake a little bit more. And then he pops out of the assist trophy and goes, "Wow!"
That's
and
really
then
good.
and then is twirling his mustache, and the text says, "The Wah is coming to battle."
The Wah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
There you go,
I think he
Nintendo.
needs a better tagline, but everything else about that trailer was spot on.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Yep.
But guess what?
Backhanded
What's
compliment.
up?
They're going to take your idea, but they're not going to give you credit.
No, they won't.
And that's fine.
But if they do it, that's fine.
That's a free one for Doug.
Put SpongeBob in the game.
Okay.
God,
Why not?
yes.
Why not?
Please.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
He blows bubbles at you.
Scott, I'm surprised you didn't say Spyro, man.
I was getting
Were
there.
you getting there?
Yeah, I was getting
you
there.
had the list ready to go.
Yeah,
whatever.
Spyro would be another good one.
Yeah. How about Solaire of Astora?
No.
Why not?
Please.
Why not? The Sun Bros.
Because when do you ever realistically
So much move
see
potential.
him fight?
I've
never actually seen him fight.
Well, in the game, after you meet him for the first time, he if you join his covenant, he puts down his summon sign. Every time you get into a boss fight, you can summon him.
Yeah.
And him fight alongside you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's totally a fighter.
Even if you just have the Dark Souls guy, have him in his iconic armor from the box art.
I really think Solaire is the only really notable face from Dark Souls.
I guess.
Maybe the Onion Knight. He would work too.
Oh, no, please.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't know. Give us Rex. Why not?
Give us the Reginator.
Yeah, that's what Nintendo's going to do.
That'd be good. It'd just be some lame Mii fighter, though.
Ooh.
Did you guys see they just added some new interesting Mii fighter costumes?
No.
Cuphead was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks really good.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes me wish Cuphead was in the game because Cuphead's such a cool character. And what if he was how all the other characters are polygonal and rendered?
Yeah.
He'd be drawn and animated like he is in the game. It would be a cool look. Not into it? And he's got a great moveset.
You say drawn and rendered, all I think is Doodle Bob.
Doodle bomb. See, look, another SpongeBob reference.
Man.
I'm just saying.
All signs point to SpongeBob for Smash.
Just saying, it could work.
All right.
Okay. Well, those are just.
We get to do this for 2 more years. This is great.
Yeah.
I thought. We all thought when this Fighter Pass was over, that might be it, but
it's not.
No.
And they added a 6th one. They were gonna only do 5. And
I wonder why 6.
Whoa, we can't do more or less than 5.
It's not allowed.
That's what they sounded like.
That's of course. Everybody that works at Nintendo. Is that Doug Bowser?
That's
insulting. No, you would never say that about Reggie.
I would never say that about Doug Bowser.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. You already have the built-in respect.
Wait, you think I'm
comes with the office.
A heathen, if you will?
Oh, wow. Heathen? No, I don't. Of course not.
I'm not a heathen.
Piggybacking on that, I got a couple little rumors that might interest you guys. It's Nintendo stuff still. But we're moving. There's a lot of Nintendo stuff here, but we're moving through it quickly. So I hope you guys are cool with that.
I'm enjoying myself.
Okay,
Don't
cool.
Worry. Don't worry.
So a couple rumors that are very exciting to me. A couple games have been supposedly leaked or rumored to be coming by a guy named Sabi on Twitter, who has leaked some games in the past. So he's not completely unreputable. One of them is a new Paper Mario game.
Oh, please.
Which you get so want to get excited about these, but then you worry about the last few entries and think it's never going to work again.
Just give us another 1,000-year door.
Tried and true.
Yeah,
I'd actually prefer they go back to the original, and
that's fine.
Yeah, you'd be cool with that too.
I'm just talking about
just a straightforward RPG,
turn-based strategy, Paper Mario.
Meet
game.
A bunch of cool characters. Yeah,
and I'm not talking about little shapes and buckets of paint. I'm talking tried and true Goomba. Character. Different Goombas.
Koopa Troopas.
Yeah.
Get a Dry Bones in there.
Yeah.
I love me some Dry Bones. Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
Preach, Queen. Preach.
That's all I got.
Oh.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully that's true.
Yeah.
Also, there's a rumor, and this is the second time I've heard this rumor from a different source now, of a 2D Metroid game coming this year.
Oh.
Because we're all up in arms and excited about Prime 4, but...
What's that?
Because we're waiting so long for Prime 4, they might have something else in line for us.
Prime 4 is never coming.
Something akin to Link's Awakening being, a Zelda project to hold us over between Zelda projects.
Prime 4 is The Last Guardian, and it's disappointing.
We've only known about it for 2 years, and it's going to be great. It's coming. It's going to be great. Yeah, 100%. It's going to be May. It's coming out in May. You heard it here first.
Wow.
Rumor has it that this Metroid game is going to be a sequel to Fusion.
Okay.
Which is one of the more interesting games in the Metroid 2D universe. You ever played it, Scott?
No.
It's a Game Boy Advance game?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Completely different vibe. You're not exploring some weird hostile alien planet. It's a lot. It's inspired by movies like Alien. You're actually running from an alien force that's corrupted a suit, and it's following you through a spaceship.
Yeah, that part I do know.
You're in a spaceship you're trying to survive, basically, running away from this weird alien creature. It's a really cool idea. It's like survival horror almost.
Why is Samus always running away from weird alien creatures?
Sometimes she runs toward them. She's pretty brave.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, she doesn't always run away from them.
That's fair.
Go easy, man.
That's fair.
I would love that to be true because I'm starved for Metroid. The last one we got was Samus Returns on 3DS, and I did not care for it.
I want a Paper Mario game, please.
Yeah? Okay, so at least part of this got you excited. It'd be great. And they have to know that every Paper Mario game that's come out in the last 5 years, fans have just kind of groaned about and rolled their eyes about because they always do something weird with it.
Yeah.
It's never just the straightforward RPG that we want.
I did hear that the paint one was pretty good, but...
Yeah, but again, it had a thing, It had some weird shtick, some weird mechanic.
Yeah, I know, but,
I heard it was all right, too. I didn't play it. That was on Wii U. What's the Wii U again?
What's a Wii U?
Nothing. All the Half-Life games are free on Steam until Alex comes out, until Half-Life Alex launches.
But the people who don't already have Half-Life.
Yeah, I know. So many times Valve has straight up given away all the Half-Life games on Steam. So not a huge deal, but I mean, I don't know. There's a new generation of gamers out there, and it's been a long time since we've gotten some Half-Life games. So there's people out there that haven't played these before.
Including...
You might want to jump in. You haven't played any of them? I am going to anger some people. I'm going to say Half-Life is one of the most overrated franchises in gaming history. It's good. Dude, it's fine. And it does some pretty revolutionary things in terms of in-game storytelling. Outside of cutscenes, story is happening around you. There's things other than combat to do in a first-person game. Some really great novel concepts that they executed on well, but people just adore this franchise, and I've never understood why. Scott, rebuttal.
Dude, you came in with some heat.
Do you really?
Oh,
wow.
You came in with some heat and you backed it up.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you give me credit for that.
job.
Like I actually said something worthwhile there.
You always say something worthwhile.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You
no
guys
problem.
are too kind. Yeah, I'd like to see where Half-Life's going because when I did play it 10 years ago? Something like that. Episode 2. Half-Life 2, Episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. I remember liking it, but I was never like, this is the greatest franchise, I need Half-Life 3. And now it's become a meme. And now they're releasing Alex, which is, you guys talked about this on an episode when I wasn't here, I think, when they announced Half-Life Alex for VR. I didn't get to weigh in on that, but I think it's just such a crime and it's such a disservice to longtime fans to lock this thing behind VR.
Yeah.
I know Valve has a lot riding on VR, and I know it's in their best interest to get people, invested in the ecosystem and want to play things in VR. But to lock, potentially the biggest franchise in gaming, or at least like the most desired franchise in gaming, behind a VR paywall is just wrong. And maybe later on they'll port it in some way so you can play it outside of VR, but it looks like it's built completely around the concept of VR.
Yeah.
I don't like it. And if they did this with Portal, I would be furious because Portal is one of my favorite franchises and I adore it.
But
and it's also been MIA for 10 years.
Think about how cool it would be, though.
What?
How cool it would be.
You would get motion sickness so fast playing Portal in
would.
VR. That game is all about flying around and getting disoriented.
Can you imagine getting stuck in one of those the floor to the ceiling loops?
I can't get the headset off. Mom, help me.
It's like a Saw game. Like blood just starts coming down your face. Oof.
That could be
what
bad
a
news.
horror game.
I know,
That'd
right?
be great.
Hey,
What's up?
can we talk about something that I'm really surprised you don't have on the dock?
Yes, do it.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah, hit us with it.
It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's this week's Reggie Watch.
Yes. I'm excited.
I'm so shocked that you didn't have this on the dock.
I've been reading about it.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I just didn't.
Okay.
So take us through it.
So, longtime former president of Nintendo.
Yes.
He was honored at the New York's Video Game Credit Circle awarding in Manhattan last night.
Yeah, of which he's a board member.
Yes, he's a board member, but he was honored with, and I want to make sure I get this award right. I just saw it, and now I completely forgot.
Was it a Lifetime Achievement Award?
I'm butchering this. I'm butchering it. Hang on.
No, it's okay.
Hang on. Legend Award winner.
Legend Award. What better word could there possibly be?
And he was honored last night. So basically, they kind of took everyone through his timeline, played some good music, and
I should have tuned in for
showed
that.
some games.
I didn't even think about it.
I know. We should watch it later.
The reason I didn't throw it on the dock is because they announced this stuff a couple months ago, but it happened, and it's totally worth mentioning again. Yeah. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, no problem. I feel like that's a pretty big honor to be known as a legend.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
you're not wrong.
Reggie is indeed a legend.
Yeah. He was tweeting pictures and stuff. He was there with his brother.
Yeah.
Which didn't know his brother existed.
Yeah, exactly.
There's more Fizumes out there.
It was his first event ever.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool.
Said he delivered a classy acceptance speech, which followed a couple moments of Nintendo's fan many enjoyed scene.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So they probably showed like some of his stuff with like some of his Nintendo Direct stuff. I'm sure they showed the Reginator.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And stuff like that.
Love
but
it.
yeah, it
Love
was a cool event. Definitely something I'm going to have to check out.
Aw, we got a surprise Reggie watch.
I know,
love
right?
it.
You're
I love
welcome.
it. Thanks,
You're welcome.
man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it because
Yeah.
I didn't think about throwing it on here.
Oh, I thought it was important.
It totally is.
When you're a legend.
Yeah, see,
And not even
that
an
puts it into
Apex one at
perspective.
that.
Not even an Apex.
Yeah, not even an Apex one at that.
What are you referring to?
Yeah.
It doesn't ring a bell.
This has been this week's Reggie Watch.
when we were
Thanks, Scott.
When we were out last night, I was scrolling through Twitter, and Scott goes, "Look, hey, Reggie."
Oh yeah. We were at the bar, and I looked over his shoulder, and I saw a Reggie tweet, and I was like, "Hey, look, we have our Reggie watcher."
And you probably just assumed I already had it on here, so you didn't bother adding it to the doc.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, thanks, man. I needed that.
Yeah,
that's good.
But
stuff.
it's fine. You disappointed Reggie, so it's
now he's
no
never coming on the show.
Yeah, he's never gonna come on the show, and it's your fault.
He's like, I've been tuning in to make sure you catch all the news, and you missed one.
Every single tweet
deals off.
Every single tweet I've ever posted, you better talk about it.
Oh no.
Couple. Good one.
I got thanks again. I got a couple more little news items.
Yes. Hit me with, as the Goo Goo Doll said, your best shot.
Did either of you guys watch The Witcher on Netflix?
Yes.
No.
Did you watch all of it, Zach?
Yes, I did.
No,
did you?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
And
so good.
Yeah, this
is it as good as everybody says it is?
Okay, all right. This is the thing.
And you've never played the games,
I never
right?
played the games,
okay.
and that is the defining factor because I know people that it's diverse for people who have played the game. I love it. I love the character. I love Henry Cavill.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I think it's awesome. I love the world. I love how they built the story. I love how they bring you in so quickly without you really knowing anything about the game.
You need to with a show because not everyone will have played the game.
Well, I mean, there are shows that that kind of base off the same kind of thing, same concept, and they do a horrible job at producing the world.
Totally. There's a lot to be said for that.
Presenting everything to you.
Yep.
So I really want to play the game.
Okay.
But I'm excited for this rumor.
Okay, yeah, there's another rumor here.
Mm-hmm.
There's supposedly a animated. Is it a rumor still?
No, okay.
I think it's been announced.
But
I'm trying to pull up. I'm trying
to
pull up the article, and I can't right now. But there's a animated full-length Witcher film coming to Netflix.
There is, yeah.
And I think Netflix has actually confirmed that at this point. So we've got a subtitle. What's it called?
It's called The Witcher: Nightmare of the Wolf.
Okay. And I think we know which studio is doing it too. I think it's the studio behind Legend of Korra. Or
Studio
like
Mir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else have they done?
I don't know. All it says is Legend of Korra.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Yeah, that's exciting.
That's super hopeful though, because Legend of Korra, it might not be the best storyline. It might not be people's favorite, but the quality is still there.
That's
so.
huge. That's huge. And they'll get certain writers and certain directors attached, and then the studio kind of just handles the animation work, I think. So
yeah, so
that stuff's as important.
So The Witcher's showrunner and the main writer, so Lauren S. Hisrich and Bo DeMeo are both going to be heading the project as well. So
cool. They fast track these things too. I wouldn't be surprised if this is out within a year. Something like that.
It'd be great. I want more.
They on a similar note, they also just announced season 3 of Castlevania, the anime, which I have really been enjoying. It's pretty. It's a dark show. It's a it's a little bit of a blue show. The content's not really family friendly. Let's just leave it at that. But the storytelling is really good. The animation is really good. The fight scenes are unbelievable. It's just very, very fast, fluid animation, and I love that in an anime. So they're doing that series justice. It's another good example of, even if you haven't experienced any Castlevania content in the past, they give you a good framework and a good grounding in this universe without any touchstones.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you like, well, you're not that into anime, I guess, right? But if you like the idea of game franchises being explored as a series or movies, that's another one to check out. I'd recommend it. Did you like the song? Everybody talks about the song. I haven't heard it from the Witcher series. Toss a coin to your Witcher. It's memes and it's.
I found a remix of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
I may have put it on my flash drive.
Of course you did. I just was curious. That didn't stick out to you apparently because you don't recall it. Weird. I wonder why. Must not have been.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I was like, I don't hate it. I don't like it.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, it's like folk music, so
and plus,
probably not your first choice.
I think I was more like more consumed by the character itself than the song.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But yeah, really cool rumor. Super stoked for it.
Glad you liked it. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know.
Should.
Okay.
Don't watch it around your kids.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
The game's like that too.
Do not.
One last little news item. They're considering making an Untitled Goose Game Lego set.
Yeah, they are.
Of all the video games to make Lego sets, all the iconic franchises and properties out there, it's funny that this would come up.
What are you talking about?
There's some kind of like creator program where they'll like make model sets of a few different things and then have people vote on it.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how
So,
it works, but
I mean, people love that game.
people are latching onto this and voting for it in a big way. So
Yeah.
it looks like it might be made into an actual set.
The question is,
Yes.
are we going to get tiny little goose Legos, or
Yeah.
do I get to make one giant goose?
It-
and
No.
a bunch
it's
of
gonna be
Legos?
one goose.
It's
Lego.
a little goose Lego. You can see the set.
Ah,
Yeah, they already have.
I want to
like
make a giant
concept.
goose, dude.
That'd be fun.
Technically, you can.
It's all I
if you
want,
don't
man. I
pieces.
just want to make a giant
I just want a
goose.
giant goose.
Is that so much to ask?
Can I please get a giant goose?
Nope, can't have it. That's asking too
Aw,
much.
Sad.
That was it for news, guys.
What a bummer.
I know,
Yes,
I
yes.
know. So the only other thing we have to do today.
Well,
Sorry.
we also have this thing you're going to talk about. We have Gmail.
Oh, we do.
And we have trivia.
Okay, cool.
Do we want to
Yeah.
talk about
So we have
Gmail
other
first?
things to do.
No, we do Gmail before trivia, and then we wrap up.
Okay.
So Zach, do you have a release calendar ready to
I
roll?
do.
Cool.
I do. And I figured I would run through the month, and then y'all can talk about any significant games for you.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's do it.
All right.
Before we get started, what we're doing right now is we're going to go through the entire year. I'm just explaining it in
Okay.
case no one got that. We're going to go through the entire year 2020 and kind of pick out what games have been announced and released for certain months. So
Yeah.
take this list with a grain of salt, because clearly, as the past weeks has shown, anything can happen between now and then.
Oh gosh, I know. Delays galore.
Anyways,
Yeah, okay.
with that out of the way, continue.
All right, so these we're starting in January, and obviously some of these have already been released. We have AO Tennis 2, Monster Hunter World, Iceborne for PC,
So good.
To the Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Kakarot, Tokyo.
No.
Try that one more time.
No.
What is it? What? Kakarot.
No.
Kakarot.
No.
What was that?
It's
Do Vegeta. Go ahead.
What?
Do the voice.
Kakarot.
That's what I was hoping for.
Kakarot.
Tokyo Mirage.
Yes.
Totally just ignore that
Dismissed.
one.
Temtem. Kingdom Hearts 3, Remind. Mosaic. Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath HD.
Switch.
Rugby 20.
Mm-hmm.
The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners for PC. Journey to the Savage Planet. Kentucky Route Zero TV edition. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Warcraft 3, Reforged for PC. Through the Darkest of Times, PC.
Okay.
January 30th.
I think I might pick up
Scott,
Oddworld.
What you got?
Because the PC port is garbage.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that before.
It's garbage. It's definitely something that I feel like you need to download a mod just to make the controller
That's
work
ridiculous.
better.
It's a first-person shooter.
So-
mostly, it shouldn't be that hard.
Well, it's a third and a first.
It is, yeah.
So I want to buy it for the Switch, and
Yeah.
hopefully it's a better
Yeah,
experience.
they've tweaked that, so I think you'll have a good
I
experience with it.
hope so.
Yeah. What is The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners? Do you guys know?
I
PC
have
game?
No idea.
Weird.
No clue.
I
Okay.
haven't seen any information on it whatsoever.
That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Warcraft 3. It's kind of a big deal.
It's a
It's a remake of the original.
RTS?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's coming out on what?
January
USB?
28th.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
Man,
cool.
I need
Is
to
it the
get
original Warcraft
I need
or
to get it.
Warcraft?
It's Warcraft 3.
Well, okay,
A remake
so-
of Warcraft 3.
So basically Dota.
I need to get a computer.
Yeah.
Basically Dota? Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's basically Dota. Like, what do you want from me?
Dota is one small mode in a massive RTS
Yeah,
game.
but I mean, look at what it made. Like, come on.
It's still better than Dota by a
How
long shot.
dare you be correctly right?
Thanks, man.
How dare you?
You love and hate Dota all at the same time.
I
It's great.
absolutely do.
It's so good.
But if I was in front of Gabe Newell, you better believe I'd be kissing his shoes.
Okay, cool.
I'd be like, Gabe, you are my lord and master. Please take my wallet.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
For some cosmetics?
Heck yeah,
Come on
dude.
now,
Do
man.
I look like
Everybody knows the
a
only
scrub?
good cosmetics are the ones you get at events that you can't buy. Everybody knows this. Do you know this?
Yeah,
You're looking at me like you don't know this.
I don't.
Okay.
Speaking of Dota 2,
Yeah.
real quick before we continue.
Okay.
Sorry.
I did some research,
Uh-huh.
okay? Because you asked when we did our quotes game that you came up with,
Oh yeah, that.
and you had the quote for Sven, and I don't remember what it was, but
I almost remember what it was.
if you can find it,
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
but I can tell you he does not say that line at any point in the game. I went through.
But the internet told me
I
he did,
went through.
and it's a good quote.
Every single one of his lines, and he does not once say that at all.
Somebody just made it up.
Yep.
This is gonna be funny.
Yep.
Some podcast is gonna do
One-
a quiz show, and I'm really gonna mess with them.
100% because it was bothering me. Because I was like, I've never heard him say that before.
Yeah.
So on they have a Dota wiki for every single hero, and it literally will have all their lines that they have recorded.
Yeah.
And I looked through it, and I couldn't find it at all.
Nobody is perfect.
No.
I am nobody.
I
am perfect.
That's it. That quote
good.
is not
Sounds like something some
anywhere.
guy would say.
It's a great quote, not from Sven.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It actually makes no sense at all.
It really
if you think
doesn't.
It just sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to let you
Fine.
know
I'm sorry.
that
I didn't
you're
fact
wrong.
check my Dota quote.
You're wrong.
But thanks for doing it for me.
And don't you ever come at me with a Dota quote again.
Don't ever quote Dota at you.
But I really want you to, because now I want to see how well I know Dota.
I'm going to start a new weekly segment called Dota Quotes. Dotes.
Going to backlore.
Let's
Bruh.
not do that. That sounds lame.
Anyway.
All right, February.
Yeah, let's
February.
Let's keep moving.
All right, we have Life is Strange 2 complete season.
Okay.
Monster Energy Supercross 3.
Uh-huh.
The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics.
Mm-hmm.
You have Zombie Army 4 Dead War. You have Grand Blue Fantasy Versus on the PlayStation 4. You have Kunai on the Switch and PC. You have AO Tennis 2 coming into PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Yakuza 5. Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition. Darksiders Genesis. Dreams. Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind for the Xbox One on the 25th. Mega Man 0 / ZX Legacy Collection. Samurai Showdown. 2 Point Hospital. One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows. And Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14.
So nothing.
Anything, guys?
Nothing.
Anything?
2 Point Hospital, I think, is a cool indie game,
Okay.
which I would be kind of interested in playing.
Okay.
Other than that, no, not really.
Dreams has been getting a lot of attention lately. Have you guys seen the stuff that people are making in Dreams? It's the new Media Molecule game. Anybody?
No,
Anybody?
I have not.
No.
Do you know who that is, right? It's the Little Big Planet guys.
Oh.
And this game, nice, in perfect
Wow.
unison. In this game, you can kind of just make anything, it looks like. And one of the things I saw is somebody made a plate of breakfast in this game, and it was like the most vividly realistic looking, reach out and touch it, looks so delicious breakfast
No.
you have ever seen in your life.
Please,
I should have thrown a
no.
picture in here so you guys could see it.
Oh, man.
There's like these plump sausages glistening and steaming and scrambled eggs. It just looks wonderful. Or fried eggs. You don't scramble eggs. Come on now.
What?
I scramble eggs.
I scramble eggs.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who are you?
it depends on the
What are you, a
situation.
dad?
I mean, if you're making like a breakfast burrito, you got to scramble the eggs.
Are you a dad?
If you're just having a plate with some eggs on it, you're gonna fry those.
You never
eggs.
had a sunny side up burrito
No.
and you bite into it and then all the yolks goes through the whole burrito?
Yes. Speaking my language,
Sir.
I do that with an English muffin sandwich for sure. So
For
I
McDonald's?
I can relate. No, they won't undercook your eggs for you.
I know
Company
how much
policy.
I know how much you love McDonald's.
McDonald's,
Yeah,
not really.
McDonald's.
They're okay.
Hey, Scott,
okay, we can move on. If you
Life
guys-
is Strange 2
Oh,
complete
yeah,
season
that.
doesn't do anything for you?
No, it doesn't do anything for me.
Man.
Come
I'm
on,
just-
man.
I'm so. It just. I should finish it. So I don't want to be too hard on it because I haven't finished it. But what I played was just so ungripping.
Just grind through it. Maybe
The
there's
story,
a part that
the story
will.
mechanic between the two brothers, it's really frustrating
Mm-hmm.
because that's the problem. Is they act like two brothers, and it's like if I wanted to go and listen to two brothers bicker,
Mm-hmm.
I would literally go watch any television at all.
Yeah.
Or I would literally just go
Yeah.
in the other room and fight with my sister.
Yeah, there you go.
Like it's the same dynamic.
And they're going
So-
for like that hits close to home realism.
Yeah,
maybe, but
like older brother like takes care of younger brother, and the younger brother's so stupid that he doesn't know what's going on.
not ideal.
And it's not fun.
It's a babysitting simulator.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
It's like you
like Resident
you
Evil
don't
4.
even play the character that has the power.
Okay.
That's another issue. Maybe you do later, and I just haven't gotten to that part. I have
Yeah.
no idea. But you don't even play the kid that has the power.
Wow. How many episodes did you play?
I played the first two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't hold you.
No.
Coming off the heels of one of your favorite games ever.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Honestly, like Life is Strange 1 was great. Everything about that game was fantastic in every way. Like, yeah, the dialogue was kind of cringy for quote unquote high school speak,
Oh yeah.
but besides that fact, the game was fantastic. All the characters you fell in love with, like instantly.
Yeah.
Like you met these characters and you instantly like felt a connection with them.
I gotcha.
But these two you don't.
Yeah, it's
at
too
all.
bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish
fine.
you would have liked it more.
I wish I would have liked it more too.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I was
okay.
really excited for it.
Yeah. It was like me with some of the later Walking Dead stuff. That first
Yeah.
season hit so hard, and then it just kind of tapered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bummer.
okay. Hey, Zach.
Yes.
March is
March.
exciting.
All right,
This
we
is a
have
big month.
we have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX for the Switch.
Heck yeah.
Or
yeah.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Heck yeah.
My Hero 1's Justice 2, Neo 2, MLB The Show 20, RBI Baseball 20, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Doom 64, Doom Eternal, which is really hyped up, Fairy Tale, Bleeding Edge, Moons of Madness, One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4, and Persona 5 Royale.
Heck yeah.
Can I please say,
You what? Say it.
you're going to hate me for this.
Oh, wow.
I'm so excited for Animal Crossing.
I hate you.
So I don't.
I'm
know-
just kidding.
I don't know why. I really
You
don't
like
know.
Animal Crossing. It's
no,
fine.
I've never really been a huge Animal Crossing fan, but for some reason, this game has me hyped.
Well, I am too.
For Animal Crossing? No, you're lying.
I am too.
For Animal Crossing.
For my kids.
Okay, got it.
I seriously think this is the kind of game that all of them, even my 4-year-old, is just going to like absorb. They're
You're
going to
buy
love it.
You're gonna
Yeah.
spend money on
Good
it
for them.
Wow.
For them. And
Wow.
maybe, you never know. Maybe I'll spend a couple hours in there and end up loving it myself.
I'm,
Don't count on
I'm
it.
not gonna hold my breath.
Because the last time I
But-
tried this, I never played the original on it was GameCube, right?
The original.
I never played the
original.
original, but I think it was New Leaf. Maybe it was the DS one came out.
Yeah, the DS ones
And
are pretty boring.
Everybody raved. They were like, "You got to play Animal Crossing. You got to play Animal Crossing. All this weird stuff happens. Animals send you letters. It's the craziest thing."
Animals send you letters.
And I did, and I was like, I just don't get it. There's no game here. You're walking around, you're collecting things, you're talking to people, you're decorating.
You're doing their chores when they stand right next to each other.
Yeah, you're paying off a mortgage.
Yeah. Wow.
None of it really.
Now that you mention
Clicked
it,
with me.
life is really fun.
It's weird, right? It's preparing kids for adult life.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Not wrong.
honestly, not wrong.
But I mean, yeah, none of it was fun.
Yeah.
It was just all mundane.
this one
But
looks really
it's
fun.
the kind of stuff I think my kids would really like. They love the collecting aspect of Pokemon, for
Yeah.
example. And there's so much collecting you can do in Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hostility. There's no combat. There's no like peril.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just
murder.
it's just exploring and doing things. And
Yeah.
I think the kids would love that.
Hey, you want to know what game your kids should play?
Which one?
Bayonetta. I think that's a great.
It's
family
not even
thing.
on this list. Where did it
Great
come
child's
from?
game.
I was trying to think of like the most like harsh.
Well,
like,
you should have said Doom Eternal. It's
I-
right here on the
Oh
list.
yeah, I guess I could have said Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bayonetta felt like it fit more.
Okay.
Doom
It is
Eternal
Nintendo.
is very anticipated.
Yeah, big time.
There's they had what do you call them, content creators, whatever, come in and play the game and show it off, and it looks
Oh, yeah.
really cool.
They call it a preview event. Yeah.
Along with that, I was watching AGDQ.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
The only speed run I watched was a Doom speed run.
Yeah,
And-
Doom 2016.
It was
Okay.
really cool.
Yeah, the people just like they move through that game like ballet.
I
They
can't believe
do,
we
it's
yeah.
didn't.
insane.
I
They
can't
do.
believe we didn't even talk
I
about
know.
AGDQ.
I
Yeah,
know.
just
Oh
we didn't
man.
have a chance.
Okay.
We didn't have, what was your favorite run, real quick? It's right here in the middle of March. Tell us about your favorite AGGQ run. Okay, you can think about it.
Okay.
Where the heck did Neo 2 come from, you guys?
I have no. Is that a Matrix thing?
Do you know what Neo is?
No.
It's a Dark Souls clone that was really good by most accounts. And
Oh.
it came out 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't get around to playing it, but it just took a ton of cues from the combat and the progression style of Dark Souls. And it was, I think it was between Bloodborne and whatever came after Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
And people loved it.
Cool.
But I didn't get around to playing it. I didn't even know they were making a sequel, to be honest.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I don't mean to rush you, but we have 13 minutes
So,
left. So let's-
there's 3 months left until we get kind of like the end of like confirmed announced games.
Okay.
So I guess run through it. And then if there's anything we talk about, we'll talk about it.
Okay, cool.
So April, we have Resident Evil 3, Disaster Report 4, Summer Memories, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Predator Hunting Grounds,
Mm-hmm.
Trials of Mana, Gears Tactics.
We should probably stop and talk about April real quick. There's
Okay.
some good stuff here.
All right.
And the months are getting shorter, so don't
Okay.
worry, Scott.
Yeah, no, I know.
we got time. Resident Evil 3 full remake looks pretty awesome. I didn't play 2. Did you guys play 2?
No,
No.
but I
Came
heard
out
it
this
was
year?
really good.
Yeah, so this is they're giving, it looks like that whole series the the treatment that it deserves. The first one was remade at one point, but it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how far they'll keep going with this.
I just find it
4
really
is one
funny.
of the obvious examples that should probably get a remake,
Yeah.
but
I think
it
that's
doesn't
the-
need
I
it.
think that's one that I played.
That one's really
4
good looking.
European villages.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Giant.
It was scary.
Okay.
There's chainsaw men who will saw you in half.
Yeah, I don't like
They
it.
sure do.
Cultists.
I don't like it.
It's a good game.
No.
And then
Yeah,
Final Fantasy VII got pushed to this month, so
Yeah, which is
that's worth
fine.
shouting out again.
I mean, here's the thing about Final Fantasy VII that is, it's still in the back of my head and is really bothering me.
Uh-huh.
Is when you buy it, you're not buying the full game.
No, I know.
You have to buy it 3 other times.
You know, they haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah.
And we don't know exactly what we're getting with this first package. And all that's subject to change. So I don't know if they're still sticking with this trilogy mindset or
Mm-hmm.
if they've changed the course at all, but it's got to be a full game, right?
Yeah.
Like if you played this game and it was 20 hours, how would you feel?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
'cause
There's a lot of
7
content
was
in the
like
game.
an 80 to 100 hour game, depending
know.
on how you played it.
But
you know?
why would you need to split it up?
Because it's so big and it's so expensive to develop.
There's
That's
plen-
really it. It's
there's
the cost of
There's
development.
plenty of games that I've played that have been 100 hours plus.
Yeah, but they're not of this, like,
Caliber.
I guess, is that the right word?
I
yeah.
guess, whatever.
They don't look this good. They don't have this level of attention to detail packed into the world.
Okay.
And it all looks like, pretty meticulously crafted. It's
Yeah.
not like a big open world space that you can spend 100 hours in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although we haven't seen the open world part of it yet. Eventually you'll get to the world map and then it's a whole different game.
I know.
probably.
The first part's only in Midgard.
Yeah, that's what they've said. It's really
Jeez.
weird because
Yeah.
I played last year some of 7. It takes 2 hours to get through that part of the game.
So what? The first part's only gonna be 2 hours long.
I know, right? No, they've clearly done something with it, embellished it, changed it, but we don't know yet.
We'll see.
Trials of Mana, full 3D remake of the third Mana game, which is pretty exciting. That game had never been released in the United States up until recently, and it's a beloved series.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
why
like
not
this-
do that with?
It's the sequel to Secret of Mana.
Why not do that with Earthbound?
Yeah, I know. Seriously, that's another meme. You should have brought that up when we were talking about long-awaited games.
Oh, I should have.
yeah,
Dang
been
it.
waiting for that forever.
Yeah.
Okay, moving
And
on.
then May. We have Marvel's Iron Man VR, Wasteland 3, Maneater, The Last of Us Part 2, and Fast and Furious Crossroads.
Is that an actual date? May 29th, The Last
May
of Us
29th.
2? Wow.
I know, running up on
I
us.
just-
We didn't even realize it.
No, I mean because it's been in the background for like 4 years now. You know?
In the
Yeah.
woodworks, if
In the
you will.
And I don't know if they've had a date that whole time or if they just announced this date recently. It's just
No.
weird. It's just weird to me that it's actually coming out.
I feel like it's been out for a while.
Okay.
The date. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright.
then we jumped to September.
Okay.
And we have
Oh, what a jump!
there is a jump, yeah. And then we have 3 games. We have Iron Harvest, Marvel's Avengers, and Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Cyberpunk is the standout there.
That's pretty big though, having both Avengers and Cyberpunk same month.
Yeah, it is. They're a
That's-
couple
that's
weeks
huge.
apart, but still, that's.
I mean,
that's odd.
this is kind of like how we do it though. We kind of look like towards like the first half of the year, then come summertime, June, July, we'll look towards like the later half of the year
Yeah,
because by then we get most of the announcements.
it's funny though. These games both just got delayed. June, July, August, nothing, and then they both get delayed into the same month. It does seem odd because you want to pick your month and try to avoid too much competition, but who knows? They know what they're doing, right?
Who
Or at least we hope.
knows?
And then we have it. I don't know how into this you want to get. There's just a massive list of games that have not been given specific
I figure
dates.
we'll leave it.
You don't want to pick anything out of
Yeah,
it.
it's all just.
Is there any other games we know are coming soon that we haven't touched on?
Dying Light 2 got delayed indefinitely.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Dying Light 2 got
I
delayed
know.
indefinitely.
I'm still waiting for Dead Island 2.
Yeah.
What in the
What's
world?
Dead Island?
Come on now.
I'm joking.
You know what
I
Dead
love that
Island is.
game.
Yeah. That game has just disappeared too.
Can we? You know that whole thing. Okay.
What's the thing?
We have a Nintendo calendar as well.
Oh, that's right.
And some of these were on the calendar that Zach was just reading off, but
Uh-huh.
I would like to point out some of these.
yeah,
of these
okay, cool.
ones. Do you want me to say them all, or yeah, I'll just say them all.
Sam.
So Darksiders Genesis is February 14th.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about Mystery Dungeon, Trials of Mana. Sword and Shield are going to have their expansion, which we've already talked about.
Yep.
Shack World, the Dungeon Crawl Gold is
Nah.
February 14th.
Oh, Snack World.
Oh, is it Snack?
Snack World,
Got
yeah.
it. Devil May Cry, Special Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Animal Crossing, obviously. SpongeBob. This is why I said SpongeBob, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Is on May 24th, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Rehydrated.
I mean,
It's a good name for a remake.
You know.
Oh, yeah. I can see it. I can see
Never
it.
know. The Outer Worlds, early 2020. Minecraft Dungeons,
Ooh.
April 2020.
That game looks awesome.
What?
Have we ever talked about it?
What?
Minecraft Dungeons?
No.
It's
we
literally
haven't.
Diablo.
Yeah, it's Diablo.
Yeah, it's Diablo.
Minecraft Diablo. Co-op, multiplayer. It looks great.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Is it?
I'm excited about it. Go on.
Whatever you say.
And whatever, man.
Doom Eternal, Bravely Default 2.
Yep. Looks awesome.
Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. What is it? Panzer Dragoon. This winter, Final Fantasy, Crystal Chronicles. 2020. No More Heroes 3, which I'm really excited for.
They're saying these are all this year, right?
These are all saying 2020.
All right. No More Heroes. 3.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive
Yeah,
Edition.
that's a big boy.
I'm so excited.
How many times has this game been released, man?
This would be the third time.
Is it just third?
Yeah.
No, fourth.
Nope, third.
You sure?
The original one was on the Wii,
Uh-huh.
the 3DS version,
3DS.
and then this version.
Got it.
Yep, there was
Maybe
no
I'm
other version.
thinking of like I downloaded it on my Wii U for the Wii eShop or something like that. I
Probably
don't know.
did.
Okay.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and then Deadly Premonition 2.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I just thought these were all like confirmed for this year, so I just kind of wanted to
Yeah.
take us through that.
Sadly, not on this list is Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
People are really anticipating that. Didn't expect it to be, but Metroid Prime 4 is not on this list. I
of
would have
course.
liked that.
Not gonna happen though.
Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is not on this list.
Yeah, but we already knew that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what's the end of the year look like for Nintendo, though?
I don't know.
See? There's not much.
DLC.
But we haven't had any directs this year either, so there's stuff. We'll see.
Yeah, we
stuff
have.
happen. Oh, well, okay. We haven't had any just generic
Oh, okay,
Nintendo
got it.
directs this year, which is what I'm waiting for.
Fair.
Do we have time for a quick AGDQ talk?
Or do you mean Gmao? You want to talk about AGGQ?
We can't shove all this into 5 minutes.
All right.
You
So-
guys can.
Okay. Do you have the total for AGDQ?
The donations raised?
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, perfect. So AGDQ happened over last week, which was really good. I can tell you what my favorite favorite run was.
Yeah, okay.
And it wasn't even a run. It was called Clone Hero.
Okay.
And what it was a modded version of Guitar Hero.
Okay.
I have never seen someone shred
Oh, man.
so hard in my
I
entire
have to go find the VOD.
freaking life.
What was it
dude.
called and what did it mean?
It was called Clone Hero.
Clone Hero. Okay.
Yeah, and like all these, like think of it this way: the dude was playing Through the Fire and the Flames on 200% speed.
Oh my gosh.
And that was easy compared to some of the other ones that
What
you were
in
playing.
the world?
So if you want to see someone
That's insane.
unrealistically play guitar, you go watch this man and watch this video. It was absolutely
Oh, dude, I love it.
mind-shattering.
I can't believe I missed it.
So good.
I'm gonna look that up.
So good. Yeah, I'll show you a video. Anyway,
Okay.
what was the total for AGDQ?
3.1 million.
Yeah, 3.1
which
million.
is excellent.
They
That's
broke
awesome.
all their previous AGDQ records. I've gotten to the point where I feel like I've watched AGDQ enough where I'm like, are they gonna go bigger? Are they gonna go more? Like, is it gonna someday hit 4 million? Who knows?
It seems to be growing.
It seems to be.
Yeah,
I
'cause
would
it
really
was-
like to go to an actual live event.
Yeah, it'd be
But
interesting
they're-
to see how crowded it is at the live events. Most of this is people making donations online.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where the money comes from.
Yeah.
But I wonder how big the event itself gets to be.
The room can get pretty packed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
But there's been times where it's been just dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's also, you have to remember,
This
there's
is an online event.
there's a
more than
ton
anything.
more. Well, there's a ton more things going on than you think.
Yeah.
There's panels.
Oh, yeah.
There's like gaming rooms. Things like that.
I gotcha.
So, yep. Anyway, just a little
That's
GDQ
fun.
talk.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do we have time for a Gmail or you guys want to go straight to trivia?
We should go straight to trivia.
Okay.
So
All
my question for you guys was, what do you think is going to be the highest grossing video game of 2020?
There's some big hitters this year.
Whoa.
There is some heavy hitters. Last year, there wasn't that many
That's
heavy hitters.
Huge.
I don't know if Final Fantasy
See,
still
I
has the
told you I
name
wanted to ask you this
recognition
question.
That is huge.
because it's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy VII is beloved.
But how hype?
Does the new generation want to get down with Final Fantasy VII?
I don't know. We'll see.
And then
I'm gonna say Cyberpunk first.
Cyberpunk.
I'm gonna say
I already
Cyberpunk.
voiced my doubts about its ability to turn numbers just because it's
Yeah.
kind of an unknown quantity.
Well, then pick something else.
Is there any big huge Nintendo
No.
games that we know of? There isn't really. At least not yet.
No.
They'll announce stuff later.
There's gonna be no
So
Breath of the Wild or
confident.
Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey. That's for sure.
New Mario. Now you're talking.
Oof, calm down.
Hey, they blindsided us with Mario Maker last year, so
That's
you never
fair.
know.
Make a choice.
Fine. Final Fantasy, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, hey guys.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you through that one.
That's fine.
You're
We're
okay.
good.
We have very little time.
Okay.
Don't forget to check us out on all the social medias: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, megaphone.fm. I did it.
Nice.
And nwczradio.com on Fridays. And you can find us all at the Video Game Pharmacy or Video Game Pharmacy. Because I tried looking up for VGRx.
Don't do
and
it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Video Game Pharmacy is what you want to type in your browser bar.
Yes, do it.
But as always, we will see you guys next week for another episode of the Video Game Pharmacy. From Zach,
Bye, guys.
from Brittin,
Yeah, bye, guys.
and myself, and we will see you guys next week.
The pharmacy is now closed.